wage their battle till...
Hi, this is Mike, DezarasPrime, with another Transformers Vlog, take 3. The last 2 times I've tried it, I got to the end and I've ended up pressing the stop button before I finished. So, hopefully I'm going to keep my fingers well away from the mouse pad this time. Right, laptop's fixed, webcam's back, blah blah blah, nothing wrong with it. The cat disabled the mouse and it's back now, yeah. So anyway, Transformers Assault, episode 3 I'll talk about first, is where it all starts to come together. It all starts to merge, if you know. It's not just standalone episodes now, it is actually, there's a story arc on it, and episode 4 will be a continuation of that story arc and another one from episode 1. The 2 focal points of this series, this season, being Starscream and Blackout. Now Blackout, as you know, has Wanker Salotas. Now his problem will intensify, it will get worse, and he will find himself resorting to even more desperate tactics than the Ku Klux Klan attack on the nunnery. And that will yield a big surprise at the end of the series. Starscream, his issue will be resolved at the end of series 1, and there will be a major development in his arc in episode 4, which is out next week. So those 2 things will be the main stories. The side stories, there's obviously been Barricade's issue with his weight. There's going to be Magnus has to overcome an addiction in episode 5. Jazz has not an issue, but we see a Jazz-centric episode. And obviously the side gig of Megatron trying to beat Prime at Scrabble. I was talking to Ray, I Love Mess, on Skype, and I quizzed him on a couple of references I've made. In the prologue, there is a He-Man reference. See if you can find that. If you're a subscriber, if you're not a subscriber, you'll not find it because it's a sub-only bonus. So I'll get to the subject of bonuses in a moment. Episode 1, the guy that flies planes, guy who flies planes, I can't remember how I worded it. The pilot episode, basically. See if you can find the Beast Wars reference. It's during the Scrabble game towards the end. See if you can find it. Ray found it. Well, he didn't actually quote it, so he might have actually pretended to find it and, you know, just humoured me on that. But there is a Beast Wars reference. It's quite vague, really. If you watch Beast Wars, you'll probably get it straight away. Bonus features. There will be more coming out. I apologise for not doing many, but there I've got stuff planned, like extra clips, bonus deleted scenes, outtakes, making ofs, in-character making ofs, different to this vlog. You know, just a bunch of stuff that we usually get on a DVD set. But to see them, you're going to have to subscribe if you haven't already. Well, you haven't got to, but you're not going to see them if you don't. Call it a reward. Now, funnily enough, in the last few days, my subscribers have gone up to 27. I'm nearly at 30. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks to all those guys that have subscribed to me over the last few days. I got 3 in 1 in the course of an hour the other day. I was like, whoa. Series 2. Transformers Assault Series 2. That, unfortunately, will not be airing until next year. By the calendar, by my reckoning, Transformers Assault will end on the 28th of August, the first series. I know what you're thinking, 5 months, you could get it out in there that time. But I want a bit of downtime, chill out, make final preparations. I think they call it pre-production for Series 2. I want to get it all done. The main reason is I want 5 months to get all this stuff planned, filmed, edited, put together, published, without having to worry about getting it out the next day. Episode 3, Ratchet and Wank, was late because, only by a few hours, but it was late because the laptop was gone, so I couldn't edit it together. But I have fun doing these, but I don't want to be rushing through them. I want to take my time with them more and contemplate and figure things out and stuff, and you know, I just think it'll be better because if I can get most of Series 2 filmed during that 5-month period without having to worry about putting it out, then by the time I am airing Series 2 I could probably be working on Series 3 with the same lack of worries about having to put it out and stuff. So it'll probably run more smoother and a lot better. Now most of the bonus stuff for the subscribers will be going out during this downtime, just to bridge the gap, fill it in and stuff like that. And also I might as well go ahead and say it, I've got a Christmas special planned. Another Christmas special takes place between Series 1 and 2, and I want to avoid confusion. Well, why ain't this character in the Christmas one and stuff like that? So there will be a Transformers Assault Christmas special. Ho ho ho. In terms of having time to prepare and stuff, my son Bradley, who was 1 yesterday, goes away on Sunday to his grandparents, and that'll give me 5 days to get series episodes 4 and 5 and maybe even 6 finalised, because 6 is going to be a piece of piss. And then on Friday I'm going to pick him up and I'll be going to see my mother, so we'll be seeing his other grandparents, meaning I will be absent the week after. Now where that leaves Transformers Assault isn't an issue because that'll still be going out the week after. Where it leaves my reviews, on the other hand, it depends on the internet accessibility down there. If I can't get internet access, then there'll be no review next week, that week. And I'm not going to put a double one out next week because I've only got 3 left, and the last one are 2 parts. You'll be getting part 1 and then waiting 2 weeks for part 2. So I'm just going to, if I can't get internet accessibility, then I will, wait a sec, no wait, I usually put my 2 parts out on the same day, don't I? So I could, yeah, next week, just to avoid any confusion, next week on my reviews on DezarasPrime +1 will be the Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi Interceptor, and also the Darth Vader Death Star review, and then I will be moving on to Bradley's choice, which is where I will just let my son pick out a Transformer, because he's only 1 year old, so we could make some cool random choices from the review. Anyway, I think that's about it with this Transformers Assault Vlog and some off-topic things. This is DezarasPrime saying ciao.